Bonjour, Hillsborough.
Hello.
Hey, guess what time it is, y'all? Oh, and before I forget, also to Mr. Michael Howard, who needs his own introduction. But guess what? It's 5:30.
Everywhere.
It's actually 5:33 because we're running just a little bit late because we have some people here. They're buying some to-go, some DIY beer and wine kits. If you don't know what a DIY beer and wine kit is, where the fuck you been all day, man? It's all over Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and everywhere. We're selling beer and wine to go, along with buzzballs and sangria. And speaking of which,
There you go. Yeah, so I've been a little bit busy today getting our retail operation up and running. So I'm not making a cocktail, but I want to share these buzzballs. We have 2 flavors currently, and they're selling like hotcakes. They're selling crazy. We love it. They're really popular. So currently we have pineapple colada, and we have choco chillers, and they're delicious. All you have to do is shake them up, pour them over a glass of ice, and it's like a freaking cocktail. It's delicious. Larry, you would love it. It's like a chocolate martini. We also have our boloncini. It's a really nice, dry, sparkling. We do this one by individual serve cans too, and everything else. It's awesome. Hey, Eric, you ready to say hi to DJ and Larry? Eric. So our special guests today are...
hey, guess what? We're going to be joined today by the ones, the onlys, DJ and Larry.
Yay! It's 5:30 everywhere.
Well, yes, it is. What are y'all sipping on? I think I know what Larry's got.
Martini.
I've got a Cosmo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. I like the color on that.
We thought we would do our signature drink.
So come over this way, Larry.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's hard. It's reversed. There you go. You got
I'm
it.
here. I'm here.
There he is.
Nice.
We got him now.
It's
So
really good to see y'all. Go ahead.
I said we miss you. We miss our Yonder family.
Yeah, we missed the heck out of y'all as well.
Yeah,
Can't wait
especially
to get
you
back.
keep calling us younger. Yeah.
Oh, hey, do you deliver those cocktails 5 miles down the road?
We just might. We just might. There's very little that I won't do for money. If you don't believe me, it's written on most bathroom walls around Hillsborough and Durham.
I've seen your phone number everywhere, Eric.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have been locked up. Yeah. Oh, by the way, just real quick, you could always tell when whatever we were doing in the building was a party because you two would show up. Every time we look up and see you two coming through the door, I'd be like, we must be the hot place in Hillsborough tonight.
That is correct.
Larry and I have been married 36 years now this past month. And in the process, somehow or another, we've developed this highly acute party radar.
Nice.
We kind of know where it's happening. And I think we were at Yonder the first night you guys took over before you ever called it Yonder. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember you clearly.
we know where it's at. We've been telling all our friends about Yonder ever since you guys took over. So we hope we brought some, we brought some people in.
Well, I want to, at this point in time, have played there twice since we kind of got shut down.
True.
How long y'all been locked in the house? Y'all said y'all been locked in for a while.
The last gig I went out and played, and we pretty much shut it down other than going out to get, food and stuff since March 13th.
Damn.
Friday the 13th.
I canceled a gig on the 14th because I was getting kind of nervous because of the unknowns.
Yeah, I think we had y'all booked. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we had y'all booked like shortly after too, and then that one we were booked into July.
Yeah, we had fun book and then the Whiskey Hunters book, and so we've missed. I've missed 8 gigs so far.
That was the big heartbreaker. I was excited to finally get the Whiskey Honeys, and then we had to shut her down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Whiskey Honeys will be really good for your room as soon as you can have bands again. That'll be fun.
Well, yeah, folks, if there is anybody left that's not familiar with it, Larry plays in how many different bands you play around town?
Well, I was doing like 3 very regular, and then I had 2 or 3 that I would do occasionally, and then I had drummer friends that I subbed for, and they subbed for me. So ultimately I had to sort of know the repertoire of about 6 or 7 bands.
And what I have to ask you, DJ, what kind of sauce are you drinking that has led you to be quarantined with a drummer for 3 months? I mean, I've got friends that are quarantined with children. I've got, just me and my wife are at each other's throats half the time over the last month. Like, how does that got to be for you?
Wait, I'm going to show you.
Uh-oh, details. Well, it was interesting when I retired. I still was so active.
What's that say? Next century spirits hand sanitizer. I don't think you're supposed to.
I'm just kidding.
It's
No,
really,
dude, hey, just between you and me.
20 proof. You know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't be listening to the orange president, man. You're not supposed to drink it.
Hey, it's
thought-
got the CDC approved label on it, though.
I thought it would cure all my ills.
Yeah, you got to get it inside of you.
We bought that out of the back of a station wagon over in Durham. So,
I've bought.
We're sure
I've had many good times out of the back of a station wagon in Durham. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I had good times in the back of a station wagon, but not necessarily in Durham. That might be scary. Oh, I'm sorry. That's where you live.
We live in the woods.
Oh, good.
We live in the woods. We live in the part that's closer to Hillsborough, downtown Hillsborough, than it is to downtown Durham.
You live in a trailer down by the river, right?
Yes, ma'am. We are pretty close to the river, which is a lot of fun in snake season.
We really enjoyed your chat with Sean yesterday. That was great.
That was really good.
He's something else.
He's
something else.
He's a great writer.
Mm-hmm.
Great writer.
And his book comes out on July 14th. It should be, I've read it. I can't wait to see how the world gets into it. And it sounds like they're really putting out their best foot to help publicize him. So that's going to be great.
Well, I know I've enjoyed his stories when we've gone to Noir at the bar at Yonder, which I hope to reconvene soon.
Yeah, he's been a big scene stealer. So let me ask you, if we're just kind of taking an informal poll, people talking about, whether they want to go out or whether they don't want to go out, how we're taking your temperature here. How are y'all feeling? Are y'all like, hey, we're not going out? You're not going out to Alamance to watch a race? You're not.
So we're not going out to a speedway to watch the race. Number one, because I'm from Kannapolis. I went to high school with Dale Earnhardt. So racing
Really?
is like, nah, to me. I kind of grew up with it. I could literally hear the Charlotte Motor Speedway from my mom and dad's backyard on a clear day. And so I grew up with it. So racing's just really not that exciting to me. But being with my friends in a, socially distanced bar environment, especially if I can see friends and live music, that's something I might, risk a little safety for.
Are y'all going out to eat any yet, or are you not yet?
We have not. We've done takeout, and we've been really careful. I mean, we're very much in the demographic that needs to be very careful, because what they're saying is 80% of deaths are in people over 65. Well, being
That's us.
69, and maybe living a lifestyle that wasn't like
Pristine.
completely focused on health. we're, it makes us a little nervous until there's a little more data that's come in. And so, the temperature is that there's nothing I want more than to go out with my friends, music, and have a group of people there. But also, from what I'm hearing, is that is the worst possible scenario as far as transmission. So I'm a little, I'm very torn.
Yeah, torn's kind of.
Like Sunday, we're going to do like the social bubble. We're going to get together and rehearse, and we're going to sit up on a porch and be 6 feet apart.
With the whiskey honeys.
And that's going to be our first outing. And then we're going to try one the next week. And hopefully we're going to see numbers coming down, and we'll start feeling comfortable.
Are y'all thinking about broadcasting any of that, or loading like a couple minutes of Facebook Live or something?
There was talk about that, but at this point in time, there is so much being broadcast. Why clutter up and other people?
That's one way to look at it, but yeah, the other way would probably be like, hey man, people are just kind of. I mean, like, even if you can't listen to it live and at the moment, like, this here, or, the things we've done with Catherine Whalen. Oh, it's falling, I can't get up. Even those things, I mean, it's been kind of a kick to, if you can't watch it live, to catch back up with it later. So you never know. There may be some people that are just like, nothing's going to be normal until I listen to some whiskey honeys.
Well, and playing with that.
Well, it's falling down. There we go. Now.
I clearly made good drink.
Yeah, you did.
I got it.
Well, I guess part of my thing is there are people out there who are actually trying to give their rent and make some kind of living by doing these broadcasts. So right now, if I just got to play drums with my friends, I would be like in heaven. If we certainly will probably experiment. There's going to be a John Prine tribute. There's a bunch of our neighborhood people I play with. I'm not in this particular one. But it's a whole bunch of locals doing a tribute to John Prine, and that's going to be very nice.
So Lance White organized. He is great at hurting the cats in music around here, and he, after John Prine passed, Lance White did a great thing. He reached out to all the musicians who might want to, in a socially distanced way, play their mostly acoustic, but I think he had some cuts with full band too. But they all gathered at the Kraken different times, and they used Jonathan Bird's video streaming and sound crew that Jonathan uses for the Shake Sugaree residency every Wednesday. And they recorded all of these performances, and soon there will be a night when they're going to stream all of these performances on YouTube and on Facebook Live.
It'll be June 12th.
June 12th, yeah.
Oh, dang.
So that's going to be quite an event, and I think they're going to, allow people to, or encourage people to donate to one of the service industry funds that is going around, and also to the Kraken to try to help keep them afloat. So,
that's pretty. Hey, thanks a lot, y'all. Tell them dogs hello. We can turn it.
So what are you guys doing?
This is cool. You got people really in there.
Yeah. Yeah, we got.
I love it.
Jeremy, what do you need?
It's kind of deal. We have beer and wine, we just decided, hey, we better retail some stuff because we don't have any money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want you to pay rent, so you'll still be there when we can get back to you.
Yeah, the whole plan is if after the governor's old switcheroo, we're hoping we can sell beer and wine to go until they let people sit out. Apparently, they can sit out in breweries, distilleries, and at Alamance County racetracks, but and restaurants. But apparently, our big old spacious bar, we can't put 20% of our capacity in here just to socially distance and drink. So
I gotta wonder, how do you draw the line of difference between your place and a brewery that has indoor seating? I'm having a hard time with that.
well, I'm glad you asked, DJ. I wouldn't draw that line. I figured like just the same as they have health inspectors that pop around and like they differentiate between dirty people and clean people. Why don't they differentiate between people who are using responsible practices and people who are using irresponsible practices? If that means an inspector goes around to check people out, well, guess what? We just created a job instead of taking 10,000 away. But
Yeah.
I'm not an elected official, so no one really cares. No one really cares.
Today on the news, I heard about a 2.5 version of reopening, which would include gyms and bars. So I'm hoping that might happen.
I hope so too. I know they keep teasing us.
We just heard Cooper say that he would consider a phase 2.5, which might be gyms and bars. So
I hope so. I hope so. My feelings were kind of hurt last time around when he said we could do it, and then last minute LeBron James does. But yeah, he took his talents elsewhere. But yeah, what we have found out is that it is entirely possible to hate the Democratic governor and hate the president at the same time. You're not just one or the other. You can hate both.
Hey, Eric, the world is full of possibilities.
Right?
Yes. Well, he's still in. I have a little partnership with my sister in Charlotte, a little business, but it's dependent on like events. And one of the big events was going to be the Republican convention, which would allow us to pay our property tax.
Mm-hmm.
He's killing it.
Yes. Personally, if you'd have told me you could put all them in one building and like they're all in it, there'd be like tens of thousands of them, right? You just lock the door.
19,000. 19,000.
Why did they not let them do it? Because they just go inside that building and then you just lock the door. You know what I mean? Just lock it. Don't let them out. You got them all in one place. Quarantine.
That was kind of a nice and neat way to deal with the whole thing, but that's just me. I'm also all for them. Maybe they could just get on a cruise ship. I'm saying.
Man, I tell you what, I wasn't getting on a cruise ship before this thing, because before this thing, that's where they invent viruses. That's where they make them up.
Yeah, but we care about you, Eric.
I wasn't getting on no cruise ship.
Hey,
man, you see, this is what I miss. This is what I miss. We used to have some good times.
Yeah, we did. I miss you too. We miss you.
But
We'll be glad to see you real live and in person.
hey, we need to say the keyword for the drinking game. Well, we're all in this together. There you go.
There you go.
yes, we are.
Good job, Eric.
Yes, we are.
A real pro.
Hey, so what y'all watching on TV? What are y'all watching on TV? What are y'all doing to pass the time?
It's like the big event is making dinner, because we used to go out 3 or 4 nights a week. So now we're trying to like, let's do something different.
So night before last, we had gotten so bored with all the fatty, rich comfort food. I mean, I've been making pot roast and meatloaf for like Tuesday night, right?
Mhm.
So we got so bored with that we had steak and eggs and grits and toast for dinner.
Breakfast.
We had breakfast for supper. So
Y'all got a guest room?
yeah, we do.
Let us put us on salad.
And it's upstairs, so you can yell down at us from the catwalk upstairs, right?
Lana put me on a salad yesterday.
So what now?
It's true. Salad. We're on salads. We need to lose the COVID-19 we gained.
It ain't the,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Oh yeah.
I think they call it COVID-19 because you gained 19 pounds.
Yep.
Like a house.
It's not the COVID-19 I'm worried about. It's the COVID-20.
But that's what we did. We did salad last night, but it was huge.
Yeah. Yeah, we had this deli meat. We had, Italian ham and roasted turkey,
Nice.
deli meat, and we had provolone cheese and cheddar cheese. So we made a big chef salad
It's
with
like,
boiled
oh,
eggs.
that's getting old. Let's put it in the salad.
Right.
That's what we do.
That's how we do meatloaf.
Yeah, right. Carrots, why not? In the meatloaf, right? So I've been making Chef Michael Simon's recipe. He was one of the guys on the Chew, and he's had this great thing every day at 5:00. He's been doing 5:00 suppers, and it's all about using what you've got and learning how to make substitutions. And I've made his pot roast recipe. I did a honey and bourbon glazed pork chop that he did. That was awesome, with roasted Brussels sprouts that had pecans and onions, garlic in it. Yeah, so I've been cooking up a storm, but we've also been like gaining weight. Yeah.
You got hard once you talk
Stop
about
it. That's inappropriate.
Hey, I only have one thing to say. It's the new normal.
Ah, the new normal.
The game. I won the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what's for dinner tonight?
Oh, we haven't
We're-
decided.
I think we're making a Greek chicken dish, and that is pieces of boned chicken, which I finally found at Weaver Street. In other words, breasts and thighs with the bones in them. But it's a tomato sauce with garlic, oregano, some white wine, lemon juice, and artichoke hearts all baked together. And I'm making spinach with feta cheese and lemon. And Larry's going to make a rice pilaf with pine nuts and almonds in it.
All right. So
Yeah, we'll deliver. We'll deliver.
yeah, we'll deliver.
Yeah, we'll deliver.
If you're online, buzzballs, what are
Hey.
you looking
Yeah.
for?
I'll trade you food for what you've got in that can. Food.
You cans?
Those are cute.
Nice. Nice.
So, is that a cocktail?
It
is
is.
it-
It's a wine-based cocktail. They're
Oh,
they're like a little over. They're 15% alcohol, so it's better than a glass of wine for sure. And
hey,
then
that's nothing compared to this.
it's like 6. Yeah, but this is
But
6
that
ounce. 6
won't
ounce
kill you.
margarita.
That won't kill you, and this will, right?
None of it's gonna kill you. It's all good for you. Everything in moderation, right?
Except
Right.
moderation. Well, hey, man, we really, really appreciate y'all coming to hang out with us. We
No,
wish,
we love it.
This is
we
a real.
wish it was in person, but
I
yeah,
know. We do too. We do
you're
too.
like I
We
said,
love
we
you
used to know if it was a cool night, if you guys came in. So now we feel like, hey, it's a cool party now that y'all are here.
Thank you.
There you go.
We
Well,
miss
this is
you.
a lovely thing you're doing. I've really enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, we've been watching you. We really appreciate what you're doing, and keeping make your presence known to the virtual community. I think that's really smart, and it makes us feel like we're not so all alone.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, we'll see you in person soon.
What's that?
Hopefully, we'll see you in person soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
I really hope so. I can't wait for it to happen. Somebody vote for the thing that makes that happen. Like write a letter to a congressman or something, man. We'll clean up. We'll sweep the place. We'll put this. We'll spray it. We'll make it safe. Look.
Hey, if you need some, Larry was kind of going, why did you do that? But I bought 3 1-gallon jugs of Clorox at Costco.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I have been wearing these on my hands for 6 days. I haven't taken them off. So I'm like super clean.
Yep. Some people just don't get it, do they?
I haven't taken them off.
I'm not even going to ask what you've touched with those.
Oh
This
my
mask,
God.
I shower with it on. So I'm
Those
super
cleanest
sterile.
gloves in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I know you got to go, so I know we're all in this together.
Oh, man. Here you go.
Now you got a drink. Get to
Thank
it.
you very much, man.
We love you guys. We miss you.
Holler
miss
at
you
us
too,
very
man.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, we're out here selling DIY beer and wine kits for the next hour. So get your ass down here and get you some.
Get you some buzz balls. They're almost sold out.
Yeah, they are the tastiest balls in the building. So come on in here and let's do it. So thanks a lot, y'all. Y'all be careful.